Okay, welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into those really unsettling feelings of alienation or maybe unreality.
Yeah, depersonalization or derealization, as
Huh.
they're often called.
And it can be, well, pretty disturbing when those feelings just hang around. So that's what we're going to unpack today.
Hmm. We've got some material here that digs into the psychological side of things, specifically
Hmm.
what might keep these experiences going, Not the initial trigger necessarily, but what maintains them.
Got it. So our goal, our mission, I guess, is to really clarify those factors, help people maybe understand why these feelings might be lingering.
Exactly. Make sense of what might be keeping them stuck.
Okay, so one of the first things that jumped out from the source material is this very common feeling of, I just don't know why I have this. Like the symptoms just landed from Mars or something.
Totally. That feeling that it's completely foreign, right? And what's interesting is how that confusion can um, lead to kind of inaction, almost passivity. Well, if you feel like you have zero idea where it came from, it's kind of natural to feel powerless, like you can't possibly change it.
Ah, okay. So you just sort of wait.
Yeah, you wait. But that passivity, while completely understandable, it doesn't really help the feelings go away. It's kind of like, I don't know, waiting for a headache to just vanish without taking anything arresting.
Right. That makes sense. Then there's this other big one, the fear, the maybe there is something seriously wrong with my brain thought.
Oh, absolutely. That's
Eh,
super common. When you feel that disconnected from yourself or reality, it's uh, it's easy to leap to some scary conclusions about, a hidden illness.
Understandable, for sure.
But the material we looked at really emphasizes that these experiences, while weird, are actually quite common.
Hmm.
And more than that, sometimes they can even be a kind of protective mechanism.
Protective, how?
Think of it like your mind, sort of,
Yeah.
creating a bit of distance, a buffer maybe. When things just feel too overwhelming or stressful, it's like dialing down the intensity a notch.
Okay. Interesting. Now let's talk about the focus. The sources mention this pattern. I can't think about anything else.
Yes. This hyper-focus on the symptoms themselves. It's like all your attention, all your mental energy just gets sucked right into monitoring them.
Like constantly checking in. Do I feel weird now? How about now? Maybe looking in the mirror a lot.
Exactly that. Constant self-monitoring. And the problem is, when your mind is just full of that, there's obviously less room for anything else.
Yeah, like joy or engagement in, normal life stuff.
Precisely. It crowds out the good things, the things that usually make you feel grounded or happy.
And I guess that connects to the next point, this feeling of I am completely restricted by these symptoms.
It does. Because people start noticing, okay, when I'm in a social situation or when I'm stressed at work, these feelings get worse.
So naturally, you try to avoid those things.
Right. You start pulling back, maybe skip the party, avoid that difficult conversation, perhaps even change jobs or stop working altogether, trying to
Mm.
minimize the discomfort.
Makes sense in the moment.
Totally. Short-term relief. But the sources point out this can backfire. That avoidance leads to a much smaller, more restricted life.
And ironically.
Ironically, yes, that isolation, that lack of engagement, it can actually just give you more time and space to focus on the very symptoms you were trying to escape. It becomes this vicious cycle.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, this next one really hit me. This mindset of these symptoms need to go away first. Then I can change something in my life.
Ah, yes. Putting life on hold. It's very common.
Like, I can't deal with my relationship issues, or I can't look for a better job, or I can't move out of this stressful living situation until I feel normal again.
Exactly. You feel you need to fix the feeling before you can fix the situation. But here's the crucial part the sources highlight. It might actually be the other way around.
Wait, so the feelings might be because of the difficult situation?
That's the core idea. What if these feelings of unreality or detachment are, at least partly, your mind's response to those underlying stressors, to the difficult relationship, the bad job, the tough circumstances?
So the feelings aren't just some random weirdness, they might be a signal.
A signal, yeah. Perhaps a signal that something in your external life isn't working or needs addressing. And maybe tackling that situation is actually a key part of allowing the feelings to finally ease up.
Okay, so let's recap the main things that might keep these feelings going. We talked about feeling lost about the cause, leading to passivity.
Right. Then the fear of some serious underlying illness.
That hyper focus, constantly monitoring the symptoms.
And the avoidance behaviors, which shrink your world and can, ironically, increase the focus.
And finally, putting off dealing with real-life problems, waiting for the symptoms to magically disappear first.
Exactly. These are the maintaining factors the source is really zeroed in on. It suggests looking at how you're responding to the feelings and to your life.
So maybe a final thought to leave people with. Could it be helpful to, gently explore what situations seem to crank these feelings up? Or maybe consider what parts of your life you've put on pause because of them. It might offer a different angle.
A new perspective, definitely.
Yeah.
Something worth considering.
Thanks for diving deep with us today.